exciting episode of Mind Over Matter. I'm your host, Anya, and today we have an extraordinary guest with us, Kenneth James Kunken. Ken's story is one of resilience, determination, and an unwavering positive attitude. After a devastating football injury in 1970 left him almost totally paralyzed, Ken went on to achieve remarkable academic and professional success. He completed his undergraduate degree in engineering at Cornell, earned multiple graduate degrees, and had a distinguished career as a Nassau County Assistant District Attorney. Ken's journey is a testament to the power of the right mindset and a positive attitude in overcoming life's toughest challenges. Today, we'll delve into how Ken maintained his mental fortitude and positive outlook while dealing with depression brought on by his debilitating injury. We'll explore his strategies for resilience and how he turned adversity into opportunity. So, without further ado, let's welcome Ken Kunken.
Morning. Thank you for having me as your guest.
Mhm. So, Ken, your journey is incredibly inspiring. Can you share with us what went through your mind immediately after your injury? And how did you cope up with the initial shock and depression?
Okay, I really didn't know exactly what the extent of my injury was when I broke my neck. Nobody had told me that I had also damaged my spinal cord, and that's the reason why I was paralyzed. And the medical professionals didn't seem to want to give me too much information. So it took a while before I really understood what the extent of my injury was. But just so you listeners know, I'm almost totally paralyzed from my injury, which means I'm a quadriplegic and I have just a little bit of movement in my left arm, nothing in my right or in my legs. So I need help doing virtually everything. I was very fortunate that I had a very supportive family and friends who helped me every step of the way. And they basically assured me that they would act as my arms and legs to make sure I could still do everything I wanted to do in life. So while I was very depressed following the injury, as most newly injured people are, with their help and support, they encouraged me to go on and to try and keep a positive attitude and, determined that I would still make the most of my life.
That's amazing. Maintaining a positive attitude in the face of such adversity is no small feat. So, what role did your mindset play in your recovery and subsequent achievements?
Well, quite a bit. I mean, it would have been very easy to just, wallow in self despair and feel sorry for myself. My family really worked hard to keep my spirits up and to assure me that there was still a lot I could do with my life. And I was injured at the age of 20. And that was really way too young to just give up on myself and my life. And they encouraged me to go back to school, get the best education I could get. And while I did have significant physical limitations, they assured me I don't have any mental limitations. And they wanted me to make the most of my mental abilities. And as a result, I knew and I learned people don't want to be around you if you're constantly depressed and constantly complaining about what is wrong. You're more likely to attract people and get help you need if you do need help by maintaining a positive attitude. So I did my best to maintain a positive attitude.
That's amazing. So, you returned to Cornell and completed your degree despite the physical challenges. How did you stay motivated during this period?
Well, it was almost like I didn't have an alternative. I knew if I didn't make it, make it by succeeding at school, I didn't know what else I would be able to do with my life. So, with a lot of people's help and encouragement, I determined I did not have a plan B. I had to make it work and make it a success. And with that mindset, I determined I would do everything I could to come out with a positive outcome.
Right. That's amazing. So, depression can be incredibly isolating. How did you manage to stay connected with others and avoid feeling isolated?
Well, one of the reasons, as I mentioned, I have a very close family and close knit of friends, and I do my best to stay involved with them. But also, I believe the importance of participating and just getting out and doing things with other people and not just sitting at home. And as a result, I tried to stay active in the community. I tried to stay involved with what other people were doing. And I learned that by still having the ability to help others, I could feel better about myself that way and feel very good that I still had value in society and I still had a positive role I could play with other people.
Absolutely. So, your career in law and your work with disabled individuals are truly commendable. How did your personal experiences shape your professional path?
Well, during my work, first as a vocational rehabilitation counselor, Um, I really enjoyed the fact that now I was able to help others and serve the community. And I used to speak before a lot of groups and organizations concerning employment of people with disabilities and non-discrimination. And often after my talks, I'd be asked questions. And while I do my best to answer those questions, I was always careful to caution the questioners they should really consult with a lawyer about their concerns. And after a while, it just occurred to me, why shouldn't I become that lawyer? Maybe that would be a better way that I could help people and serve the community as a whole. So I left my job as a vocational rehabilitation counselor, went to law school, and then went to work as an assistant district attorney.
That's amazing. So, in your memoir, I Dream of Things That Never Were, you talk about your journey. So, what do you hope your readers will take away from your story?
Well, a number of things. One, that there's an awful lot people with disabilities can do to help others, serve the community, and work at a job. And I think employers are recognizing more and more that by hiring an otherwise qualified individual who just happens to have a disability makes good business sense. It helps everybody. It helps their business. It helps their coworkers. It helps their clients. And my feeling is I want people to know the importance that people with disabilities can play in our community and particularly in the workforce.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So, balancing a demanding career and personal life can be challenging, especially with a disability. How did you manage to find that balance?
Well, one, it helped keep me maintaining more of a positive attitude because, if all you're doing is working, and not doing something outside of work to enjoy yourself, you're not as happy, you know? You don't feel as good about, how each day is progressing. So I knew it was important to maintain that balance. And I was fortunate that with the help of family and friends, I got out in the community. I met people. I did things with other individuals. And that helped me maintain, a nice balance with my daily activities.
That's amazing. Thank you so much, Ken, for sharing your incredible journey with us today. Your story is a powerful reminder that with the right mindset and a positive attitude, we can overcome even the most daunting challenges. For our listeners, if you found this episode inspiring, be sure to check out Ken's memoir, I Dream of Things That Never Were, for a deeper dive into his remarkable life. Remember, no matter what you're going through, there is always hope and a way forward. If you or someone you know is struggling with depression, don't hesitate to seek help and support. Stay tuned for more episodes of Mind Over Matter, where we continue to explore stories of resilience, healing, and the power of human spirit. Until next time, take care and keep pushing forward.